So hello everyone, this is Ravindra from Pharma Now. So today we have Mr. Ravi Kumar. So he's an expert in pharma packaging area, and we are going to talk about what are the coming trends, what are the challenges which are happening in the pharma packaging and cold chain technologies. So welcome, Mr. Ravi. So we share the common name.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So can you quickly introduce about yourself?
Thanks, Ravindra, and I'm very happy to be here along with you. Uh, Thank you to inviting me for this question answer session.
Yeah.
I come from a pharmaceutical supply chain and logistics background for about 23 years. I work with various pharma companies, large multinational organizations, which gives me the insights of what are the challenges a pharmaceutical manufacturing company faces, and then how do we really address those challenges and then support them with the right packaging systems.
Correct.
So I am heading Envirotainer in India, wherein we have both active and passive solutions. We have an established team. We are a 4 decades old organization. It's a Swedish company.
Okay.
And we work with almost all pharmaceutical companies in India and in the world as well.
Correct. That's great to know, Mr. Ravi. So when we are talking about pharma packaging, cold chain, so what do you think? What are the key challenges the industry is facing today, and what are the need of our?
I think, see, one of the trend what we have seen in the pharma industry is we are moving away from more voluminous products like your capsules and tablets towards more effective medicines like injectables, vaccines, and then we are getting into specialized products like gene and cell therapy, which is going to be the future, wherein the volume of the product is going to shrink substantially.
Correct.
But simultaneously, the value and the sensitivity of the product will be much higher.
Right.
And then at Envirotainer, we are always evolving, and then we spend a lot of our revenue into R&D and innovating new product portfolio, which meets or which addresses these requirements of the evolving technologies.
Right.
And that is the reason we are always ahead of our competition, ahead of the industry, to be always ready for the future.
Right. So you highlighted about active and passive packaging. So can you elaborate that? What is active versus passive packaging?
So, in cold chain, if you see, basically we categorize the packaging into 2 categories. One is called the active packaging, one is called the passive packaging. When we say active packaging, there is some kind of an external energy which is required to maintain the temperature inside the packaging for the product. Like battery, thermostat, or an electrical energy, which is required to maintain the temperature inside.
Right.
And for a passive packaging, there is no external energy required, but basically we have a different kind of refrigerant which maintains the temperature inside continuously all through the transit.
Okay.
So slightly getting into deeper into the passive technologies. Passive technologies is comparatively much newer technologies because these have started evolving only the last 10 years.
Okay.
Unlike active solutions, like Envirotainer has got the first generation containers, which are about 30-40 years old.
Right.
So passive technology, in common man's terminology, it's called as ice gel packs, where water pouches or water containers are frozen and then they are packed into boxes to maintain the temperature.
Correct.
But one of the challenge with this is basically you cannot regulate the temperature, because when you freeze these ice gel packs or the water containers, the frozen temperature is minus 20 degrees.
Right.
But whereas most of the medicines need a temperature between 2 to 8 degrees.
Correct.
So when you pack the product, initially for a couple of hours, the temperature is in minus degrees.
Exactly.
Which is also not good for the product efficacy, and that is called incursion in temperature.
Correct.
Which is also not right for the product quality.
Correct.
So slowly the technology evolved, wherein we have custom chemical, which is called as a PCM. PCM is phase change material.
Okay.
So these chemicals are very specifically designed, to maintain the temperature within the range what you need.
Okay.
So if you need a temperature range of 2 to 8 degrees, these chemicals or the PCM is designed in such a way that the temperature remains within that range, not less or more.
Right.
So similarly, 15-25 degrees or minus 15 to minus 25 degrees, similarly the case.
Okay.
There will be a different.
So in a way, this chemical can set the temperature in a way.
More or less.
More or less.
But But obviously, because it is not an active technology, it is a passive technology. It has got a limitation in terms of number of hours or number of days.
Right.
It can maintain the temperature. Before it starts going up.
Correct.
So the passive technology has also been evolving over the last 10 years. Today we have got a PCM which can replace a dry ice, which has an inherent temperature of minus 70 degrees. So dry ice usage of dry ice is completely getting vanished in USA, Europe because of sustainability. Dry ice is nothing but frozen carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
So particularly in medicines and food industry, people don't want to use dry ice anymore, except in developing markets where the sensitivity of the pricing is still there. But over a period of time, I'm sure that dry ice will completely get eliminated.
Correct.
And the passive technology, PCM technology is available, which can give you minus 40 degrees, minus 50 degrees temperature without using a dry ice.
Okay.
So that's the basic evolution of
Wonderful.
passive technology which is happening. And that is one of the reasons that Envirotainer also decided that we need to have a larger portfolio under one umbrella, which is active solutions and passive solutions,
Yes.
which gives an opportunity for the customer, for the shipper, to decide, what is right for the product.
Correct. Yep. An appropriate solution.
Appropriate solution.
Sure. So, Ravi, you being a part of a pharma side also, pharma company side also, and a supplier side now, right? So, what do you think? What typical mistakes pharma company does in maintaining the cold chain management?
So I think I would say that probably I would not say that it is a mistake, but basically it is a process of evolution, particularly for pharma companies or the kind of products they are developing also.
Right.
As I said, tablets and capsules are called solid orals, which are little robust to temperature variations.
Right. Right.
So you don't need such stringent temperature control mechanism for tablets and capsules, but when it comes to injectables, when it comes to biosimilars, biotechnology products, these are more newer products.
Correct.
So you don't have any history whether these products can sustain higher temperatures or not, because these are developed in lab conditions.
Agreed.
So until unless we have the full life cycle data for 3 years, 4 years, till the time the product doesn't expire, we cannot really predict how the medicine is behaving in different temperature conditions, different humidity conditions.
Correct.
And that is the reason even people within the manufacturing industry also have to be educated. They also have to be exposed to different new technologies which are available in the market, and they can definitely start utilizing those packaging services or packaging products.
Correct.
For maintaining the efficacy of their products.
Correct.
So that is one. And second, in the organization, what happens is there is one SOP which is made and then it is filed, and then people tend to continue using the same SOP. But until unless people are educated, until unless they get the knowledge of new products which are available, new technologies are available, they don't go back and upgrade their SOPs also.
Correct.
So skill sets, exposure, upgrading their own knowledge is also very important.
Yes.
That is where we collaborate with the industry, collaborate with many in the conferences, workshops, where we try to educate people that there are a lot of new technologies which are available, and then you should look at how to adapt them.
Agreed.
Into your day-to-day use.
Absolutely. I think this awareness is so much important because it directly impacts the humanity. It directly impacts to the end point, right? So I very agree with your point, and thanks a lot for sharing your insights with us. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and best of luck.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.